Hi, I'm Aiden, and this is The Wild.
Mountain lions, cougars, catamounts, pumas. There's so many names for this incredible creature. An animal cemented in myths, legends, and heroic stories from Canada all the way to Southern America in Patagonia. So, today I'm going to answer the huge question surrounding the mountain lion. Do they live in the eastern US, and do they have a real population there? Small disclaimer, this is not an official scientific statement. This is solely my opinion based on my own research. Marker time. So first, let's look at where these animals have current populations. First, in the western US, there is stable and current populations, while in the eastern US, there used to be, but they are no longer present. First, we're gonna look at 3 important zones in the eastern US. First is the Badlands area in the Dakotas. This is a popular place that western cougars have been known to move into this area. Next, here in Voyageurs National Park area, western cougars have also been known to reach this area. Even from these areas, male cougars have been known to disperse up here. Next, the same thing with this in Missouri. Cougars from a little bit more south, like states like Colorado, have been known to also disperse into places such as Missouri, but that is a little more rare. So in Voyageurs National Park, just about this year, there was a new litter of cougar kits born, which technically means, yes, the eastern cougar is back, but there's no viable population. The next thing you have to know about mountain lions is that they have extreme dispersal rates and distances, which means that where the cougar is born, where the mountain lion is born, it usually moves long distances to find its new territory, which means it is totally feasible for a cougar mountain lion, same thing, to move across the entire country. Even though quite rare, there have been sightings in the east of western mountain lions who have dispersed out, but so far not creating a viable population. Next, these are some specific locations where I think that the mountain lion could live in the future. So first, we have, of course, the Missouri area, big forests, enough prey populations, and an overall good habitat suitability. Next, in North Carolina is known to have a pretty good amount of animals, including black bears and even the red wolf, which means it probably has viable ecosystems for mountain lions. And next, we have Appalachia. Appalachia also has grand expansive forests and plenty of prey populations. And the last is in Maine, which also expansive forests, good prey populations, and not a lot of human contact. And of course, also forgot to say, the northern forests of Minnesota and also Wisconsin are also viable, as they also hold wolf populations which fill a similar ecological niche as the mountain lion. If you want to know more about what an ecological niche is, you can watch my other video on that. But meaning that's also a good habitat for mountain lions. So let's look at why, in the first place, mountain lions went extinct from this region. So it was mainly due to overhunting and loss of habitat. Nowadays, if this animal was reintroduced or naturally came back to this ecosystem, it would probably not face the threat of overhunting or any hunting of that matter, because new laws would be put in place to protect this animal. I also believe that protecting large portions of land for mountain lions and rewilding certain ecosystems could also benefit their land usage in the east. So that being said, I believe that there's definitely probably at least a dozen, maybe even 20 or 30 mountain lions in the eastern portion of the US, just roaming around trying to find dispersal mates. And I believe that this means that along with the Voyageurs National Park new kits that were born recently, there's probably a small population in places such as Maine and Appalachia. That being said, though, it would be extremely small, but with the expansion of mountain lions going further west every year, and if humans continue to help them in continuing west and expanding their territories to regain what was lost, I believe that the eastern mountain lion could come back one day into its old territories. But again, as of now, there's probably about 30, I believe, mountain lions roaming the east. So if you see one, it might be one of those, and you should definitely report it to your local wildlife authorities so they can track that. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.